Happy Monday, folks. Keith here from Commander Hoop Celtic. Sorry about the blue pen, by the way. Just first of all, has to be done. Basically, I'm going to be talking about second part of the transfer targets, players that have been linked with the club, fans throwing stuff up in the mix with like Instagram, Twitter, and all saying, "Would you take this player? Is he good enough for Celtic?" I'm going to throw loads of names out. I'm going to say my opinions of these players and who I think should go out as well. So first of all, basically, we're on the verge of signing this boy from Poland, under 21 Polish international. I can't pronounce his name. I'm just going to call him Polish Paddy. Just to be out straight with you, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce his name. I can't even pronounce the club he's even playing for. That's how bad it is. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. You know, terrible. But I looked at his stats. He's not bad. He's only scored like 9 goals for them. But he went on loan to the first division in Poland and banged in like 18 goals and 23 appearances, which is not a bad ratio. He's a lot to learn. He's quite fast, good agility, good in the air, very skillful. So he's going to be a good striker. We'll get into the striker scenario anyway. So that deal's nearly over the line. Probably be over the line when you watch this anyway, whenever it is. So 3.5 million, good bit of business from Celtic. As I said, he's come from the Polish league. Polish league is a tough league. You know, there's some good sides in the Polish league. Obviously, you know, Lega Warsaw. He came from the Lega Warsaw Youth Academy and made his way through to that team that he's currently playing with at the moment. So yeah, looking forward to seeing him in the hoops. I've seen a couple of videos on YouTube and was quite impressed with the way he's quite good finisher, you know. But look, I said that about Boyo and it never happened. So right, Shankland. This is a lad that's been rumoured to come to us. He's on absolutely fucking flying form at the moment for Dundee United. They're on the verge of being promoted. He's got a hat-trick the weekend against Partick Thistle. He's on fire. At the moment, he's valued at $500,000, under $500,000. Should Celtic buy him? Yes. The reason why we should buy him is, I think he could be like it could be a scenario where he could come in, could be a Scott McDonald, or it could be a case where he's a Derek Riordan, where doesn't get the game time, highly rated, not getting the game time at all. I think it's a gamble. I honestly think it's worth it. You know, it's $500,000. Why not? Fork it out. He's from Glasgow. He knows what the crack is with Celtic. Give him a chance. Look, I know it's a step up from the Championship in Scotland to the Scottish Premier League, but some teams that are in that Scottish Premier League are at the standard of Championship. No offence. So I would get him. I'd definitely take him. Fraser Foster, we keep going on about it. Sign him. Just fucking sign him. Get it over and done with. Permanent. Stop milking a Celtic. Get it over and done with. He's kept us in so many games this season. He wants to be at the club. He doesn't want to go back to Southampton and rot away. You know, it's just not worth it. He doesn't want to feel like a Celtic reject. No offence, he doesn't. He wants to be at a club which he loves, which is Celtic. You know, it's either two clubs he wants to be at, is Newcastle or Celtic, because he's a Geordie. So I'd love to take Fraser back on a permanent deal. Hopefully it goes through. Fingers crossed. Benkovic. Filip Benkovic. Benko was at the club last season. Scored a couple of goals for us. Would I like to see him come back? There's been talks that his agent met up with it, Neil Lennon, all this talk, all this shite going around. Would I take him back? Yes. The reason why we need to take him back is we need competition between Christopher Oyer and Julian. They need to step the game up. They've been great this season, but there's been spells that they need to be put on their toes as well. So bringing Benko in would be a good deal. You do well in the European games for us as well. So Benko, yes. Just get him on loan for till the end of the season. We'll never say never. We could afford. But I have a feeling about this one because I have a feeling Brendan's going to try to take one of our players, which Celtic are not going to give in to Brendan. He tried to do it with McGregor last season. He was told to piss off, so Brendan can go get the ball. Lahar striker Frankos Lopresti, young fella. I think he's at the score 19 goals and 21 appearances. So this guy's on a bit of form at the moment. He's highly rated in France. I don't know much about him, to be honest with you. Just a couple of bullet points, a couple of stats. So I need to look up more about him. But what I've read about him, he's highly promising. Hopefully it's not a buyout deal as well. Like, you know, I'd love to see him come in, do a job. Hopefully maybe a Fortuné or something like that. Fortuné wasn't bad at Celtic, so never say never. Another one that's been linked with the club, well, not directly linked, fans that keep mentioning him, James McLean. Is he good enough for Celtic? Yes, he is. Because he'd wear the jersey with pride. He's a Celtic fan. He knows the philosophy of the club. He's had bad spells in the last year and a half for Stoke, for the Republic of Ireland. He hasn't been great. I think this is a signing that we could bring in and he could hit his career again on the fucking coffin. I think he'd be really good with it. I think obviously all the shite he's going through at the moment down at Stoke, obviously getting abuse from Millwall fans, getting abuse from Barnsley fans, the whole Poppy situation. Look, we're not buying a player for political reasons. We're buying a player that has to do the job on the pitch at the end of the day. I know people say, oh, James McLean, Paddy McCourt, the Derry philosophy. We want to be getting someone that can put the ball in the back of net and can deliver 10 in a row. Simple as that. We can all put Palestine jerseys on, but you can all sing these songs and feel like fucking God's gift. At the end of the day, it's about what he can bring to us. I take James McLean. I think a bit of muscle in there, a bit of passion. Yes, Jimmy boy, come on. Turnbull, this guy is being on and off linked. He's not playing much time at the moment. I done a video previously about this. People said I'm a bit of a gobshite. I don't see this guy. Why are we not looking at this young Scottish perspective? I don't want him. Simple as that. I don't want him. He doesn't appeal to me. I've looked at him. He's a good player for Motherwell, but I'm sorry, he's not Celtic calibre. You might turn around and say, hold on a second, Keith. Why are you saying James McLean is Celtic calibre and this guy is more promising than him by stats? Because James McLean wants to play for Celtic. He wants to do a job. That's the reason why. I don't think David Turnbull wants to play for Celtic. I think his agent and stuff like that have milked the deal. And Motherwell milked the deal. We should have got it the first time around. So, no. Move on from it. All the best, David Turnbull, in your career. The very best. But I'm sorry, you're not good enough for Glasgow Celtic. People said that about Ryan Christie. Ryan Christie proved people wrong. But no, we have enough midfielders. Attacking midfielders. You're grand. Sorry, Davey. You're grand. Cosgrove, whatever you want to pronounce his name. Cosgrove for Aberdeen. He's a good player. He reminds me a bit of John Hartson. Right in your face. Pushing in there. Yes, I would take him. I think he knows the league well. He's very physical. Goals, games to goal ratio, not bad. He's always given us a good game as well. So yes, I would take him. I think he's good enough for Celtic. Fair enough, he's not our solution European wise. Fair enough, but I think he'd do a good job if we got him in. Definitely. Shane Long, another one that's thrown in the dartboard a few times. Shane Long at Celtic. Look, he's only had to score 6 goals in the last 2 years at Southampton. It hasn't worked out for him. A couple of goals against Liverpool in the League Cup, against Arsenal in the Emirates. Struggling to get into the Republic of Ireland squads. Look, that's another one. This is like a kind of Robbie Keane thing, Robbie Keane wasn't playing at Tottenham at the time. We got him on loan, boosted him up. Would I take Shane Long at Celtic? Fucking sure right, I'd take Shane Long at Celtic. I think he'd do a job. I think he'd definitely do a job. Look, Lenny needs to shuffle around. The club need to look at players that are not getting much game time that have potential to do well for us, We're not the greatest league in the world, but the team wise, for passion wise, we could fucking hammer this 9 in a row title if we got the right players in and smash the Huns in them 2 games. Glenn Murray, I've talked about this last week. Glenn Murray at Celtic. A lot of teams in England are still sniffing at him in around the league. Yes, I would take him. I definitely would take him. I think he's physical. He's good. He's good with set pieces. He's good at holding up the ball. Why not Glenn Murray? Good job. Dwight Gale, quite well at Crystal Palace. Done well at Newcastle. Yes, I would. I think he can bring a lot. I think he'd be a good signing. I think Dwight Gale would be. I'd like to see him come in. Bit of hit and miss at the moment form wise, but you know what? I wouldn't mind him. Sporar, this is a lad that's been heavily linked with the club. A Slovakian striker, had spells at Sporting Lisbon, now playing in Bratislava. Good player. 6'1", quite be good in the air for us. That's what we're missing. Like, I understand we have Griff and we have Edouard, and we need a tall striker. We're missing the days of obviously when Sammy played up front for us, John Hartson and Jan Vennegoy. We're missing that kind of tall striker role. We need someone like that. So Sporar, yes. Look, if we can't buy all these strikers in one heap, but these are players I'm saying yes or no. If it came down to it, we went in and got some of these players, I'd be happy. I'd be genuinely happy. Fraser off Bournemouth, being linked. He was linked at Liverpool. He's a good player. I think Fraser would do a good job if he came up, definitely. And okay, he's done well in the Premier League for the last fucking 3 or 4 years for Bournemouth. He's been good. And Moussa Sissoko, a young PSG defender, being linked with the club a few times. Don't know much about him. He's been thrown in the mix, but we need young defenders. We need that kind of look at. We bring Frimpong in, and he was young, and people like bringing this 18-year-old right back in. He's done the job, so why not? Right, on to the outs, on to the big one. Jack Hendry. We all know 90% of us are going to say yes. Look, he came in 2 windows ago, didn't work out for him, had a few bad performances. It's sad because at the end of the day, he got booed by our own fans. People will just get really narky when they hear the name Hendry. And look, I wish him the very best. As I said previously, a loan deal in Scotland will do him well. He's been linked with League 1 and League 2 sides in England. Just let him go. Just let him go. Just release him at the end of the day. I wish him the very best. It's hard to see that a lot of people don't like him, but he hasn't impressed me to say, oh, keep him. You know, hasn't impressed a lot. Eboué Kouassi, waste of wages, waste of shy. 2 or 3 games he had for Celtic, absolute fucking horrendous. Eboué, I wish you the very best. Wherever you do, just offload him, Lenny. Just get him out. Dead wood, completely dead wood. Lee Griffiths, as I spoke about Lee already, I think it's time Lee needs to go back to Edinburgh, to Hibs. I think it's time Lee needs to get his head straight. I don't think mentality-wise he's right at the moment for Celtic. I think he needs to get that little holiday away, do the job at Hibs, bang a few goals in, get the morale up, feel like Lee again, get a few free kicks in, get the mentality right, and bring him back in the summer. Look at, he's been a great player for the club since we've got him. When we look at nearly fucking 5 windows now. 5 windows ago, we got Lee in, and I've a lot of players from, but I think it's time we need to let him go on loan. I think it's not doing him good bringing him on every couple of last few minutes in games or so. You know, he looked frustrated when he came on against Rangers. You know, they all look frustrated, but I think it's time Lee needs to go out on loan, and I'd love to see him go on loan. I think it'd be a good shout, and Hibs are desperate to get him. Hibs want him back because they need a player like Griff has been quality. Right, Lewis Morgan, it's basically done and dusted. He's agreed terms with Miami, David Beckham's team. I think it's a great move for him. At the end of the day, Lewis Morgan's not a Celtic fan. I'm not saying every player that plays with that Scottish has to be a Celtic fan. Look at, he's been hot and cold. A lot of fans are still like about Morgan. It was a massive deal buying him a couple of years ago from St Mirren. So he's going to step up to the plate. We loaned him straight back out again. Look, I wish him the very best in Miami. If I was him, I'd be fucking loving it. You know, I'd be loving it on the beaches, enjoying the life. I wish him the very best. I just don't think he's approved it enough for me to say, you know what, keep him. He's worth keeping for the future. He hasn't proved it from my saying. Boyo, I'll get back onto this repetitive stuff I was talking about in the previous video. He came in, we bought him this time last year, he agreed terms, send him back to the team that he was playing in Slovakia. Goals to games to goal ratio quite good, but it didn't work out for him at Celtic. Scored a couple of goals against Hearts, scored against Partick Thistle. He's been too injury prone. I just don't rate him. I just don't think it hasn't worked out yet for him. But you know what, I'll give him a loan move to somewhere in maybe Scotland. Maybe, as I said, an Aberdeen. A Kilmarnock. A Kilmarnock won't be a bad show for him as well, but maybe there. Look, Scotty Sinclair's gone. We're wishing the very best. A lot of people are still upset about the whole thing. We need to move on. I made a tribute video about him. Watch it if you want to watch it. Quite good. Effort put into it. Scott Sinclair, Preston North End. He's going to do a job. Hell. We got a guy in the last window, O'Connor, another 21 Irish international. He got a senior cap for Ireland against New Zealand. He's been gone. He's gone to Oxford. So I don't know what happened there. He's gone. A lot of talk of Edward, Brendan Rodgers snaking around trying to get a 30 million job for Edward. I think Edward, there's going to be a couple of last minute bids from a few teams. I think a few teams in France are going to bid from. I don't know, it'll be the valuation of 30 million, but I could see a 20 million, 25 million. Celtic will not sell Edward in this window. They will not sell him. They'd be mad to sell him. They'd be uproar if they sold Edouard in this window. It won't happen. It won't happen. I just want to clear the air. Craig Gordon, keep him till the end of the season. Let him go. And Tom Rogic, that's it. Look at a couple of names, as I said. These are not oily players that I would keep or buy, but majority of them do appeal to me. And the last one, Victor Wanyama. We all are going to say yes. We need that defensive spine with Bruni. Old firm games, as I said, so-called old firm games, Glasgow derbies, whatever you want to call them. We need Wanyama back. Wanyama can ding a ball. He's physical. He's good in the air. He proved against Barcelona, the world's best at the time. Yes, Wanyama. That's it. Let me know what you think. Criticise the way I pronounce names. Go ahead. Takes a lot of bottles to come on YouTube and say what it is. But I appreciate the support. Don't forget to follow the Instagram page, Come On The Hoops. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. And we're also on Snapchat as well. Appreciate the support, Tims. Enjoy yourselves. And hopefully, by the end of this month, we will have 3 good signings that can do the job for Celtic. Hail, hail, up the Celts.